strategy here?
I'm more or less proceeding randomly.
I see. So the fact you're winning, you would say, is completely coincidental to the moves you're actually playing?
I suppose I would.
Well, that's a little bit embarrassing, isn't it?
I suppose it is.
Not really. I believe in random things happening, and it turns out for the best. But no, not really in fate.
Well, I don't believe in fate, but my mum reckons that if you had a really bad childhood, then you'll have a really nice adult life, which is rubbish for me if you had like a really good childhood. So I guess I've just got it's all downhill from here, I guess.
Do you know how your parents met?
They met on a train platform. He was off to Paris, her to Hull, but somehow he convinced her to come with him. And after a whirlwind fortnight of dinners, drinking and cabaret singers, they decided to tie the knot there and then.
Really?
No. They were introduced by a friend, probably had a few drunken fucks and then thought, why stop a good thing?
My dad met my mom when he graduated from Cambridge, and he went back to Hong Kong. And my mom was working in a hospital. My mom didn't think he was good enough for the job, but because he was hot, my mom gave him the job as a junior doctor in a hospital, and then gave him a job as my dad. So here I am, the product of two very good-looking people. Yay.
And slightly embarrassingly, my father was having an operation on his testicle, and my mother was his nurse. So whether that's the most romantic setting for a relationship to blossom, who knows? But it seems to be enough for my parents.
Have you ever stopped and marvelled at the fact that not a single one of your ancestors died a virgin? I mean, besides the fact that obviously you're letting the side down a bit, but all their missed connections, their chances wasted and taken, all their accidents, all of it led up to you. It's a bit like how all the random moves you're making has somehow added up into an annoyingly good game of dominoes.
Your move.
Yes, I sort of do believe in fate. I actually believe that everything happens for a particular reason, not only in about boyfriends, but also about your career and about your life. And this has happened to me also with UCL and how I ended up coming here, or also with my boyfriend, because each time I break up with someone, I find out that this was for my benefit. And this is why I believe that everything good and bad that happens to you happens for some reason.
You're talking about coincidences.
Yes and no. I'm talking about how our everyday existence, we think of as predictable, with rules and people who we more or less know what they're going to do, what they're going to say. All that predictableness is founded on a vast web of interactions that we don't perceive or can even conceive of. Things interact in really, really strange, convoluted ways, and we don't know how or why or when. But suddenly, years after the cause takes place, the effect will suddenly thrust itself into our lives. Like, bam, a meteor strikes, or bam, a plane crashes into a tower, and no one has any idea why. Because they don't know how elaborate the chain is. They don't know how one link leads to another in really, really strange ways. That's chess. But shit. Good game.
That's a tough question.
Actually, I was saying just of last night, I firmly believe in a deterministic universe. So yes, I think everything is happened and has already happened, and you just have to go through the timeline. What happened? Oh, the epiphany during GR? No, unlikely. No, it's just I don't know. Suddenly I was just thinking about it briefly. So weird. Nothing in particular. Maybe that was fate. I thought about that, and today I meet this film crew nicely on the steps.
That's a
What are the
very nice
chances?
idea,
What
yeah.
are the chances? Yes.
I still don't believe it anyway.
Yeah.
So.
That could be my coincidence for later. Yeah. Excellent.
Any strange coincidence happened in your life?
That, what I just said. Yes, last night I was thinking about this, and today bumped into Jay and the film crew. What are the chances?